I want to start talking to you about the MIST. And to start this off, first off, I tested one of the latest or the latest COVID-19 booster. Now what you see is these weird balls, never seen that before. And when you continue, what you start to see is these rainbow colored blobs. What used to happen in the blood is when you have these blobs, it takes a few hours and they take over the complete sample. Here we've got some graphene oxide, but what I want you to see, more graphene oxide, even more graphene oxide. I explain everything in this in my other videos. So if you want to know more about that, look at the other video. But what I want you to look at is the following, and that is these perfectly formed rainbow blobs here. This is in the booster. You see all these rainbow colors? Now this is just like if you've got oil on the road, you have this rainbow colors. I think this is this, but then at a microscopic level. Here you really clearly see these rainbow colors. I look at blood every day, and before this booster I have never seen anything quite like it. As I said, it took a few days. This is, I think, 1 or 2 days in, but pretty quickly these started to show. You very clearly see that these rainbow blobs take over the whole specimen. Now they used to do that with the old vaccines as well, the old nanolipid particles, and it would destroy all the blood, but that would take hours. Now this is the rainwater. Guess what we see again? These weird little shapes that are in the rainwater. Now what happened is I took this rainwater and the next morning there was this fog. So what I did is I left the sample, so I got both the rainwater and the fog. Now here we see literally this blob coming in. And what I want you to see is, this is luciferase, again, more graphene oxide, but you see all these rainbow colors. Just like the stuff that I found in the boosters, which I have never found previously. All of a sudden I find the same stuff in the rainwater, and I've been checking rainwater from time to time. This I have never seen before, not in this quantity, not this heavily. This is like I'm looking at the rainbow flag, but this is literally just some of the rainwater. I thought that was really weird. I really was like, what on earth are they spraying? What is in this fog? Everybody I have encountered has difficulty with this fog. Now what you can do with this fog is take a sauna, but everything about that is in my other video. Now we are going to go to what I'm seeing in my patients. Now what I'm seeing, again, what do we see here? This is literally one of my patients this week. Again, just like the booster, just like the rainwater, we get to see this weird stuff. I look at blood every day of the week. This way, I've never seen it before. And you see that these blobs have started to form. These are massive. Normally, it takes 4 to 5 hours for it to be this big. You see in between all these things, those are the blood cells, and you see that they're very little blood cells. You know what that means? That means that most of this blood is destroyed. This stuff is so toxic that it literally destroys all these blood cells. Normally, I would just see blood cells. This is what I'm seeing now. One of my pupils called me yesterday, said the same thing, that she is seeing the same thing. Not as severe as this, because this is really severe, but all of my patients from the moment that this fog came in have more blobs. They're easily visible, but this just takes the cake. And you see that these blobs are massive and there are a lot of it. And again, we are 4 minutes 45 in. You see all these blood cells here have been destroyed because this stuff is so toxic. But the worst thing is that the blood literally goes everywhere in the body. That means that this, and I don't know what this is being transported into every organ in your body. And that is why I am really sounding the alarm bell right now, because this, Houston, we have a huge problem. And as you can see, this whole sample has been taken over by these blobs. We are 6 minutes in. Normally, it takes 4 to 5 hours to get to this stage. We are 6 minutes in, and you see that the cells are already starting to deform. I am going to, this whole week, I have taken off because I'm going to figure out what this is, and I'm going to find the resonant frequencies for this stuff so I can destroy it, because I work with frequencies, and this stuff is very easily affected with frequency. So this is what I'm going to do. But as you can see, we are 7 minutes in. Normally I see this after 4 or 5 hours, and here you literally see, like, this is all this blood, all these blood cells, but the rest of the blood cells are just broken, they're kaput. So that tells me that this stuff is just as toxic as the old stuff, and it's bad. Houston, we really have a problem with this one, because this goes into every organ. I'm gonna go a little bit further on, because now we are 6 hours in, and here you see that the blobs have completely taken over. Completely. I have never seen anything like it ever before. We're 6 hours in, and this is what it looks like. And I was shocked, and I am rarely shocked. And this is a huge problem. If this continues, you see, the whole sample's now been taken over by these rainbow blobs. You see that there's no blood, and literally in this whole session, I found 1 white blood cell. That means that she has no immune system. You see that all the blood cells are no longer there, because this stuff is so toxic that it literally destroys blood cells. Look at this mess. This is what's in this fog, people. So when they say, like, stay inside, I would do that, because the only thing that she did is go for a walk every day.